Hey everybody, it's Alex from mytraderjournal.com, and today I made a trade that I wasn't actually planning to make in this account, but I did, so I'll go ahead and cover it. I was looking at IWM for my other account, and I was replacing something I'd done a few days ago. Anyway, I was looking through Interactive Brokers, and instead of switching back to my other account at TD Ameritrade, I went ahead and just followed through over here. So it's not a bad trade. I think I'm actually going to leave it in this account also, and I did not place it in my other account, but I might go back and do that tomorrow. We'll see how this performs. I don't really need to double up in both accounts on it. Anyway, the end of the story was that I traded IWM October 137 put. Sold it for 189, and after paying $1.59 in commission, got 187.41. Not bad. That comes down to what I was looking at uh, on my spreadsheet here at the 137, about 6.5 weeks out. Excuse me. And it was trading at actually it was trading at 139.56, so close to that 139. And when I made the trade, and it comes out to about 11%, a little more than 11% return after, if it's annualized. I have a 3% cushion, which is pretty good. We are due for much more of a pullback than we've had so far. Although small caps have had more of a pullback than any of the larger cap stocks, or not any, but any large cap indexes. I also looked at the 138. I could get a little bit more, 12.85%. So 1.7% more annualized. It's really not much for giving up an extra, let's see, what was that going to be? An extra few cents in risk. I think 137 is probably pretty fair. So let's go back over the chart. The cost, so let's go in here first. Cost for me is going to be around 135.12 if it's assigned. I don't think it's going to be assigned though. So this is a 6-month chart for IWM. And if I can get back over here, make this a little bigger. Try to. Oh, okay, locked up. All right, so right now it's a few cents above where I made the trade. Good for me, but the option is probably about the same. And anyway, the screen's locking up. So I have so many different trend lines on here. It might be a little bit hard to see. Shows I wasn't actually prepared for this one. Anyway, it's kind of stuck into these major trading channels here. Let's see if I can make this line darker, and that will highlight it a little bit better. Between that one and this thick one down here, it dipped below there, and it was going for a tailspin, but it caught itself, and has been on a great run since. I'll even draw another trend line in here, roughly that. It came back. I thought it was going to, let me shorten this, maybe get a better view. I thought it was going to come down, maybe test these after jumping up so much. It didn't, I don't know if I'd even call it gapping up, but it jumped pretty good. I thought I might come back down and test the 10-day, which is kind of settle into a sideways move while the 10-day catches up. The big thing to see here is that the 10-day moving average moved above the 20-day moving average, which those of you who've been following me for a while know that I see that as a bullish indicator. So having the 10-day move up is good. Could have caught it back here when Williams percent R on the 14 and 28-day indicators moved above the oversold range. Oversold is down here. On TD Ameritrade, they market at minus 80 here. The line's kind of minus 75-ish, but I could have popped it up here. That was a good sign that it was moving up and sentiment had changed. I wanted to see it get up above these trend lines, then it gapped up so much I missed it. Now I'm willing to take a little bit of a chance. Anyway, it can come down all the way to 135.12, I think is what my cost would be. Yeah, 135.12. So around here, it's not a bad area to come back to. Even if it dips down to 134, I think it finds support here again. But I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here. Not that I'm necessarily going to change anything, but it's worth keeping an eye on just to make sure that I'm aware that I'm all of a sudden in the money and below my cost. So anyway, I think it's going to pop around here. At the most, come down to maybe 137.75-ish, somewhere in that range, and come back up. Hopefully it finds support here if it falls any more at all, and I'll be good. It doesn't actually mess up my account because I did have a lot of cash in there, and I needed to have some. Here's my spreadsheet for those of you who have downloaded this. My account's around 103,379, give or take. A little bit less than that right now. But my cash is pretty good, and let's see here. So I know what I was looking for. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, 97% invested. Here it is. And I'm kind of spread out evenly on different positions, mid cap, small cap, some other individual stocks. My other individual stocks, or a lot of them, are large cap, so that's why I don't have any large cap indexes here. I could throw in maybe a naked put on something there and be fine, but I'll think about that later. Other thing to look at is on MDY. I've got this one that, before I get off of IWM, I have a September put that's about to expire in about a week and a half. So I have a limit order in here to buy that if it drops, if the price drops. I sold that for $241. I want to get out with a profit, but I'm basically replacing this 137, replacing the 142 with the 137. It has 15 cents of time value, 14 cents to be a little more exact. That would put it around, actually it needs to fall, IWM needs to go up more for that to hit. But I'm starting to look at MWY, MDY, a little slow today, I guess. I have $146 profit right now. Still has 62 cents of time value, so I want to wait it out. I have a little bit of cushion that I could come down some more, but I'm thinking about getting rid of that, take my profit, and then sell a probably a 315 or maybe even a 310 if this would load. November strikes aren't out yet. I'd like to sell a November, but selling it, I could get that for 6 or maybe even 610. Yeah, probably 6. Looking at the bid at the ask size, and if I went down here, I could get 410. So I'll look at that tomorrow or maybe Friday. See if either of those is worth trying to work, but I need to get rid of the other one first, just in case there's a dip any further. I want to get out of it, but I want to see how today's momentum carries through. Now that we had a little bit of drop off in stock prices, it'd be good to stay long and have some of that in the money run get worked off of just growth. So yesterday was a crazy day. This is MDY again. It's got the uptrend going. Could come back down here, but it's got support on 3 different moving averages, 10, 20, and the 200. So I'm expecting 312 to help hold. If it does, I'll be happy that I've kept this one in the money here, but I haven't decided what I want to do. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for me today. The only news I was really reporting was on the trade I made on IWM and some stuff I'm looking at. So IWM and MDY are the ones in the running. I still have that position on XLF for September, but I'm just leaving it to expire, assuming that XLF doesn't fall another 33 cents and it falls in the money. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't mind buying it down there. It's only 200 shares. Pretty cheap. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. And you can always catch me on mytradersjournal.com if you haven't seen me there. Thanks again. Bye.